This book by Sheryl Sandberg and Adam Grant delves into the concept of resilience and growth in the face of adversity, using a wide range of examples set against the backdrop of the death of Sheryl Sandberg's husband. Also, combines personal experience with Adam Grant research in psychology and organizational behavior. This leads to a discussion about how organizations and society can better support those going through difficult times, provides comprehensive guidance for individuals, teams, and organizations in the face of real-life scenario and adversity, focusing on the themes of resilience, growth, and adaptation to adversity aligns with the fundamental concepts with management and provides OB students with a professional mindset to address challenges, promote growth, and develop the resilience and effective strategies. Option B is a book that profoundly explores an important idea, resilience. The ability to face suffering. Human beings have an innate ability to recover from loss and trauma, and with the passage of time and personal effort, things gradually get better. During my journey to study abroad in a foreign country, I have faced loneliness and academic pressure head-on. I have been caught up in self-doubt and skepticism about my choice to study abroad, questioning whether I made the wrong decision. However, Option B challenged the notion that life should always follow a linear path of success and made me realize that setbacks and failures are a natural part of life. The book provides me with a fundamental for optimism. I have come to realize the importance of accepting reality and not getting caught in negativity, because things that are not as good as we want them to be are part of our life, and we need to face them with courage. The two sides of adversity. On the one hand, it dramatizes us, and on the other hand, it makes us grow. Option B identifies 5 forms of growth that can occur after trauma, arguing through a wealth of examples that, while adversity can be a great challenge, it also provides opportunities for personal growth and development. This perspective reverses the traditional review that difficult experience only leads to negative outcomes. We revisit adversity and refine it. One thing is lost and another opportunity opens up. When we view failure with this mindset and recognize the potential for growth within it, our tension diminishes. Not every attempt must succeed, and failure is not a given in the fact of adversity. This attitude empowers us with the courage to remain positive and proactive in dealing with adversity. The third idea is that the choices an organization makes in the face of failure, mistakes, will affect the speed and strength of its recovery and may even determine whether it descends into frustration or prosperity. The writer notes that when we can discuss mistakes in a safe environment, not only are we more likely to report them, but we are also less likely to make them. This has important lessons for future managers. In a traditional workplace environment, employees are often encouraged to showcase achievements but tend to cover up mistakes. For example, a company experiences a failure in a new project, but through open reflection and honest communication, team members share their valuable lessons learned from this failure, which in turn helps the company better plan for future projects. Maintaining this positive communication environment allows teams to better adapt to change and learn from failure. Resilience is not only good for individuals, it is equally important for team development. This book is written for a generally public audience and it is based on writer's personal experience. However, there is a limitation in the book, namely the limitation of writer's identity, financial work, family resources, which may result in the fact that many of the suggestions do not apply to all women in general. Not everyone has the same level of internal resources. Many of the suggestions in the book may not be universal for the average woman. To better assist the general reader, Sheryl might consider working with a psychologist or counselor to provide more practical and pragmatic personal advice to get through difficult situations. This would serve as a useful supplement to generalized advice to help ordinary people better cope with life challenges. At the same time, she could delve further into how to cope with difficult situations in difficult economic and social contexts, as well as how to develop effective solutions with limited resources to better meet the needs of different types of readers. Promoting a positive attitude at all times, this book emphasizes that a positivity mindset is a key factor in resilience. While there is value in fascinating positivity, this needs may inadvertently negate the vulnerability of real negativity. It will leave some deeper troubled readers feeling offended. The writer failed to emphasize the importance of acknowledging and dealing with negative emotions as part of a healthy coping machine. To address this, the book should emphasize the importance of a balanced approach to emotions and encourage readers to embrace a range of emotions while guiding healthy ways to cope with them. According to self-compassion mentioned in this book, let's take care of our mistake with care and understanding, instead of just blaming ourselves. For organizational behavior students, it is critical to treat yourself as you would a colleague or team members with kindness and understanding when faced with an academic or career setback. For example, if OB students slip up on a team project, by developing self-compassion, they can acknowledge the mistake without blaming themselves too much and focus on learning from the experience. This positive approach to self enables OB students to better adapt to change, increase their ability to cope with adversity, and build a strong fundamental for future growth and development. The book emphasizes that the key to intrinsic resilience is to remain hopeful and to believe that new possibilities exist, so that one does not get stuck in a state of tragedy, but rather can actively pursue new options and find the motivation and the direction to move forward. It is therefore recommended that OB students persist in understanding and practicing this concept, and OB students are encouraged to adopt a post-traumatic growth mindset when setbacks are encountered. Whether it is a failed project or a difficult interpersonal relationship, students can actively seek lessons in these challenges. For example, if a group project encounters unexpected obstacles, students can reflect on the skills they have developed in problem solving and adaptability. By reviewing adversity as an opportunity for growth, OB students can build resilience and be proactive about future challenges. Through constant practice, we become stronger in our belief that talents and abilities are not fixed, and that we can grow from adversity and develop a mindset capable of overcoming difficulties and adversity. The book mentions stereotype stories, which is the fear of being labeled as a negative stereotype. Therefore, OB students are advised to actively work on their ability to deal with stereotype stories. They need to be aware that such situations exist to prevent the effects of negative stereotypes, and they should try to change their negative thoughts and objectively look at themselves. At the same time, they can be motivated to maintain good qualities such as effort and smart through positive self-suggestion, to establish a positive self-mindset, to avoid falling into anxiety, and to overcome the influence of negative stereotypes. This book is not only a story about dealing with challenges, but also a revolution about finding hope and growth amid difficulties.